Good evening. Tonight we bring you a case so disturbing and unbelievable, it feels more like fiction than real life. But every detail you're about to hear is true. It begins on an ordinary Saturday afternoon, April 21st, 2001, in East Cleveland, Ohio. Inside a Kentucky Fried Chicken on Euclid Avenue, employees were preparing for the evening rush when a young woman suddenly burst through the door. She was covered in blood, shaking, barely able to stand, and screaming for help. Her name was Melissa Laam. Melissa begged staff to call 911. She told them a man and a woman had attacked her, injected her with an unknown substance, and left her for dead. When paramedics arrived, her condition was critical. She was slipping in and out of consciousness, her body showing signs of severe trauma. At first, responders believed they were dealing with a drug-induced episode. East Cleveland, a city deeply affected by decades of economic decline and substance abuse, had seen many similar cases before. But within minutes, it became clear this was something far more serious. As police secured the scene, another woman entered the restaurant in an agitated state. She accused Melissa of stealing money and drugs from her family. Melissa immediately identified the woman as her attacker. Police separated them as Melissa's condition rapidly worsened. Before being rushed to the hospital, Melissa managed to point across the street, identifying a nearby home as the location where the attack took place. That home belonged to the parents of the woman she had accused, Tonica Jenkins. Police searched the house and made a disturbing discovery. In the basement, they found bloodstains and the strong smell of bleach, suggesting an attempt to clean up a violent crime. Tonica claimed Melissa was a drug addict who had stolen from her cousin, Kyle Martin, while spending time in an abandoned house nearby. Kyle Martin was brought in for questioning. Initially, he took full responsibility for the attack. But when investigators told him Melissa had not survived, his story changed. He then revealed a chilling plan involving fraud, identity theft, and an attempted murder. According to investigators, Melissa had been lured into what she believed was an insurance scam. She was sent to a dental office under Tonica Jenkins's name to obtain fraudulent x-rays. But the scam was never about money. It was about identity. Tonica Jenkins had built her life on lies. She claimed to be a neuroscience student at Yale University, but her transcripts, recommendations, and scholarships were all forged. She had a history of fraud, and months earlier, she and her mother had been arrested in Florida during a DEA sting while attempting to purchase large quantities of cocaine. Facing the possibility of lengthy prison sentences, Tonica devised a desperate and horrifying plan: to fake her own death. Investigators say Melissa was chosen as a body double because she resembled Tonica. She was injected with massive doses of insulin, brutally beaten, and her attackers attempted to burn her body in an abandoned house to prevent identification. But Melissa survived. She pretended to be dead until she saw an opportunity to escape. Despite her injuries, she ran past a guard dog, fled the house, and reached the nearest place she could find help: the Kentucky Fried Chicken. In court, the defense attempted to portray Melissa as an unreliable witness due to her struggles with addiction. But Melissa took the stand and told her story with clarity and courage. The jury believed her. Tonica Jenkins was convicted of attempted aggravated murder, kidnapping, and multiple related charges. She was sentenced to 20 years in prison. Her mother and Kyle Martin were also convicted and served time for their involvement. Melissa Laam survived an attack meant to erase her existence. Today, she continues to rebuild her life, reconnecting with her children and focusing on recovery. Her message is simple and powerful. I have scars, but I'm still here. Addiction is a battle, but help exists. Forgive yourself and keep fighting. A story not just of crime, but of survival.